Boom, baby, we're live. Welcome. Happy New Year, 2025. It's me, MLD. We're in the house and we're getting going. The plan for 2025 and the channel direction is going to be explained on this channel. And I want to state everybody, I've seen like just so many people waiting for the stream to start. So guys, thank you so much. Really love every single one of you guys out there. We got a lot to talk about. I'll give you some updates about what's going on with me. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. I got a lot to say, and I've got a lot to say regarding, you know, the channel, the state of men, the state of women, the state of the manosphere and the men's self-improvement place, and everything that I've been analyzing offline while working closely with the guys in the Masculine Empowerment Network, as well as my guys in the Money Muscles Game monthly coaching and the MLD Elite program, all these and so much more. We have a lot to talk about. We definitely have a lot to talk about. And today's going to be a long episode because I need to just get a lot off of my chest. And in a sense of, it's not a bad thing, but I just need to give you guys some updates of what's going on and, you know, moving forward, how things are going to be rocking and rolling. So before we get going, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. I'm infinitely grateful and blessed to even be able to have the opportunity to do this, to help as many of you guys out there as possible. So let's get going.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit.
Okay, because you don't know
how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content,
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
and
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you gotta get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're gonna attract f***ing predators.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, look, I'm streaming to my LD Clips channel, but shout out to you people watching on MLD Clips as well. I'll keep it rock and rolling. It's first day back. So how is everybody doing? I'm happy to be here. So I was away for a while. I was working offline, and most importantly, the biggest thing was I got my veneers redone. Look at these. I love how they look. The other ones were just a little too clunky. Look at that. These are the top ones are actually just these are plastic mock-ups, and thank God to my lovely, amazing, smart, and super hot dentist, Dr. Hitomi. I know you're never going to watch this, but I love you, sweetheart. You are amazing. Thank you for getting me so fucking high on the laughing gas that I missed the Trump coin. I will take full responsibility for that, but I was ready to full port that thing. Unfortunately, I had needles and drills and all sorts of shit in my mouth while blasted to the moon. I was so ridiculously high. It was so funny. But I didn't feel too many moments of pain. There were a couple moments of pain. But with my previous veneers, the thing is, I went to Colombia. Okay. That's first red flag. Had it done by a Colombian woman in the most sketch building I've ever been in my life. And the thing is, they put them on in a way. One, I wasn't too happy with the shape, to be fully transparent with everybody. And I tried stomaching it, but every time, you guys know I'm a big proponent of psychology and subconscious thoughts, right? And every time I was looking in the mirror, I was just like, I just don't like the way these are shaped. And in addition to that, they put on so much bonding cement at the edge of the top where my gums are that the gums were constantly getting inflamed and constantly getting like low levels of gingivitis, because the gum was just like, my body was like, this is a foreign material here. And every time I would just be dealing with it, it just like, was just like, you look in the mirror and you automatically, you feel like a micro stress, and that builds up. And I just said to myself, man, you know what? Like, I really don't want to do the rest of my life feeling like this. So we got together, and it was like a series of photos. I mean, she took like this huge camera, took my, like, very Japanese people are very, very meticulous in a good way. And so I just told her, I said, look, and I was just honest with her. Like, I was like, listen, Dr. Hitomi, I want to look fucking sexy. I want to look hot as fuck. I want to look rich. I want to look like high status. I want to look good. And I'm just going to be very honest with what I want. And if you cannot provide me with that, that's okay. I'll go somewhere else. But I trust her because she's a very smart woman. She's English speaker. And she's a good girl. She is. She's such a sweetheart. She really is. And we sat down and we went back and forth and, looked at a bunch of my previous designs and look at this design. And honestly, I am so fucking happy with the way this looks. I went out on Saturday night with a bunch of my girlfriends, and they were all, I was just like, girls, just be honest with me, girls. Just be honest with me. How do they look? And I was like, don't lie to me. Be brutally honest. And, it was unanimously, it was across the board. Really good. So funny too, right? This one girl, she was like, really, I don't even know what the deal was, but this girl was like totally like into me. And then a couple things happened that I noticed this weekend. So I'll tell you a funny story real quick. So this girl, apparently she was into me or whatever. I think I may have seen her on somewhere or whatever, because I had DM'd her in the past. She's like, hey, give me your Instagram. Give me your Instagram. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go to like type my name in Instagram and I can't find myself. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then turns out for some reason she blocked me. And then she tried to play it off. And it was so funny because I think I may have met her before and we exchanged lines. And all my previous messages were like just saying like, hey. And she was so embarrassed. And it was so funny to watch her like try and save face. So there's that. But I'm happy, got them done. Feel really good. And another thing, so couple things. We're going to do comment review real quick, but this is really important. Unfortunately, I have like irrefutably confirmed that on Instagram, I am absolutely shadow banned. I met another girl and, we were chatting and everything, having a good time. And she was like, can I follow you on Instagram? I was like, sure. So I typed in my Instagram, all one word, hot dude life, right? I typed it out fully and hit enter and nothing showed up. Like nothing. It was like when you type in and like Instagram and like starts to auto, fill like a complete list. It didn't work. So I had to find her account, follow her, send a message. Then I popped up on her messages, but she couldn't find me. So I'm not crazy. And I am absolutely shadow banned on Instagram. And that's a problem. I am also shadow banned. I'm pretty sure I'm shadow banned here on YouTube. And I've heard it from a lot of you guys at home. My friend Jonathan has told me, Lou Lifting Lawyer has told me, a numerous amount of people have sold me, and I'm not trying to play victim. I'm not trying to cry. It is what it is, right? I take pride in the fact that I'm shadow banned. Okay. I take great pride in the fact that I'm shadow banned, because you know what that means? That means that the powers that be, the ones who are trying to set the narrative, they are against me. And if they are against me, I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm not out here telling people to do stuff that is like openly terrible for you. I am not telling you to get addicted to certain substances. I'm telling you to stay away from prawn. I'm telling you to stay away from OF. I'm telling you to be a good a good man. I'm telling you to work hard on yourself. I'm telling you to be careful of the food you eat. I've been talking about, if you guys have been watching me since 2019, when I started live streaming, I've always talked about the food quality in America. Every single time I'm talking about how I go back to America, I eat the food. Like, if you watch the Orlando documentary, I have like, my belly looks like swollen. And that happens to me. There's a scene where I'm shirtless and I'm fighting, in the Ring of Fire. And if you look at my stomach during that time, it's not like a belly that's jiggling, or it's not all fat. It is like I inflame when I go to America. I remember one time I went to Kobe because I thought like, oh, I love Kobe, right? And I went to Kobe's and I ate and I thought like I was going to die, because my stomach was so swollen and painful. Like, I didn't even eat that much, but my stomach, like, you ever see that movie Leprechaun, when the guy, he gets the leprechaun and he's like, okay, I wish for your pot of gold, and then like the pot of gold goes in his stomach. Like, I felt like that guy. If you've ever seen that movie, okay, it's a horror movie back in the 90s. It's good tough. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. But the shadow ban is real. However, I do know that the future of society and the future of social media and the future of mankind is not one that is censored. It is not a censorship future that we're heading into. And eventually we will win this war. You cannot stop the free will of the people, and you cannot subvert the free will of the people. You can try, but history shows that these people always fail. So I've just got to push through and endure. In the meantime, I've been watching all my enemies who have, plotted against me, one by one, bite the dust. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you something. It's good to be right, and it's good to watch your enemies fall. Right? It is great. So, but before we get going, let's go ahead and get started with one of my favorite segments of the show. Comment review. We're going to review some of the comments from previous episodes because I've been gone for a while. We're going to go back to a couple of episodes because let's see what we got here. So let's go. Okay, let's go here. So we'll start with this one. This the other day, right? Meet a familiar face. Shout out to Dr. Melons is in the chat. She's on her burner account, some weird name, Kat Katibi. She's using her real name is Dr. Melons. Shout out to Dr. Melons. Let's go to the comments and see. Make 760 per day, dude. This one is always leaving comments, and I just wonder if this like is even a real account here. Shout out to you though, consistently leaving comments. What you bring to the table is unmatched. Your content is deeply thought-provoking and embrace your potential and lead. This seems like AI bot, but thanks for the engagement. JJ, funny story, but it's more than just about money for the Dr. Pepper. Why the heck are thieves still employed there? Imagine if someone left something valuable about like sushi left. Well, yeah, I mean, Hawaiians don't think that much, bro. That was about the Hawaiian.
Shut up and take my money.
Hawaiian culture, really. We real quick, Dr. 0 to 100. I got 20K dry power. What coins? Listen, if you have that kind of money, I can't give you kind of just like a quick answer like that. You could go to my website and book a consultation because that's a large amount of money, and I can help you out with that. We're going to be talking about crypto. That's actually one of my points here later on today's show. But that's a lot of money, and I just couldn't tell you to aimlessly, oh, just buy this, and like we would need to sit down and have a dialogue. We would need to see what point you want to get in at, what point you want to get out at, what's your target with the 20K. Is that 20K USD, 20K yen? Probably USD because you sent me $1, $2 in thing. But I would just book a consult with me and let's sit down and talk about it, because I am very, very, very dialed in right now with crypto. Okay, extremely dialed in. Anyways, let's go back here. Alexander says, miss you, dude. Dr. Melons is dropping dens of truth. She typically does. The Dr. Pepper story, says Kakashi. WMLD says siege. BJ Tucker says endure. Trust me, I am. Icarus says always love Melons John combo. My cousin married a white California broad. Didn't end well. Yeah. American women are just most likely, you're better off just avoiding them. Honestly, we're going to talk about that later. This is the pump or dump. This is the 2025 market predictions. This was 12 days ago. And this is on the 16th, prior to the Trump meme launch, as well as the inauguration. Look at the metrics here. 90 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. You guys are amazing. We got a lot of comments here. Richard Cooper says, I am a closeted homosexual. Well,
Gay.
all right. Lou Fresh says, would you ever consider holding Sol for the next 3 to 5 years or dump sooner? Sitting on 1,000 coin stake, debating selling this year versus diamond helling. Thanks for a great show, bro. Always love both. Again, if you have this kind of money and you need to help, listen, do not rely on just a comment. Please book a consult. You can pay me in Solana. I'll give you a discount. But that's a lot of money, dude. 1,000 coins, that is $200,000, bro. So if you are hearing me, Lou, please book a consult. Let's talk, because that's a lot of money. You are potentially sitting on $1 million, but we need to sit down and talk about that immediately. Hex, Pulse X, there is no second best. Yeah, just let me know when you guys break the all-time high. You get a thumbs down for that. Shout out to Jason. Thanks for coming back and quenching my thirst for crypto knowledge. The banter amongst the group is the added bonus. Yes, I love my group. They're great guys. Yes, we already missed the deadline for those coins, but fortunately, we have some possibilities, such Web3 Infinity Token. I think this is a scam, so I'm just going to give that a thumbs down. Actually, let's just go ahead and remove that person from the channel. Can't have people with bad info. Great show, MLD. Will you do a Trump-related show to commemorate his inauguration? I was going to, but I decided not to. Many of the losses have been recovered already. Oh no, BTC crashed 95K. It's over. Appreciate the analysis here. Exactly. Hex is pumping, guys. I give him a heart because I know it's sarcastic. Web3 Infinity Token. Yeah, I'm just can't even. Daniel says, F yeah, I love this show. Adam is in the chat right now. He says, W episode. Thank you so much. That ending. Yeah, it was a great ending. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. This is like a scam. If you guys see this recovery, this is like a way to drain your wallets. Don't ever do it. David Wynn, Hex the best. Yeah, down all-time highs. Again, hilarious. AI projects, virtuals, yes, base AI, I don't know. Web3, this is like obviously some freaking bot farmer, comet farming. So, cool. All right. And let's catch up to one more. Solana 2000, ETH. Obviously, ETH 2.0 is a joke, by the way. Shout out to you guys for just giving me these amazing metrics, by the way. Amazing metrics. Like, for real. Thank you. 71. Thumbs up. I'm the man. Best crypto show on the internet. Great stream, Mel. Any thoughts of Sweetcoin? We talked about it on that episode. W Crypto Vendors. Shout out to my replay brothers. Mariam, make Crypto Minute with a payment subscription or something. You guys deserve some money for the value bring. Yeah, thank you. Sold. Yeah, see, Lou Fresh, man, you're paying attention, bro. You need to talk to me. You are literally sitting on $1 million potentially. So we need to get on a talk, brother. If you have 1,000 Solana and you have that stake, we need to talk immediately, bro. Adam, again, thank you so much for the support. W Sipto show, hokey with the spelling error, but it's all good. Sweet. Okay. So here we are. Oh, so let's talk. By the way, don't forget that I need you to please hit that like button, hit that comment button. hit that comment button if you're on the replay, yeah, and hit subscribe. And let's talk. And yeah, looking at the analytics here. So let's talk. Okay. Shout out to SLV. It says MLD is undefeated with this crypto squad. Thank you. I feel like I'm one of the, we're pretty base in what we do. So let's talk. I have to say, wow, nice. Already doubled my soul. Good for you, brother. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing in 2025. Okay. So what I'm about to say is potentially going to offend and hurt a lot of feelings. That is not my goal. However, that is most likely the outcome. And I really don't know what else to do, because I'm like the doctor who is going to say, you need this medicine and it's going to taste bad. And it's not going to feel good going down. And it might even give you a stomach ache after. But this is going to save you. Otherwise, you are going to be cooked. You are finished. It is game over. Okay. So let's talk about it. I have been in the game dating, sleeping with, and traveling the world. Tons of women. I have gone on 1,000+ dates, and I started dating and stuff when I was started dating, honestly, when I was like 15. I lost my virginity when I was 17. I'm 39 now. So I have been in the game for about 22 years. Okay. It's 2 decades of experience. And I have been operating modern life dating since 2015. Okay. So that being said, there's a lot. Shut up and take my money. There's a lot to talk about here. Okay. Shout out to Ken Rose, $2 super chat. Hey, Ken Rose, I see you watching Charlie for Cultivate Crypto. Don't do it, bro. You're gonna lose all your money. You're gonna lose all your money, my G. You're gonna lose all your money. Trust me. Okay. Don't even put that in your mind, brother. Now, this is the start of the 10th year of the modern life dating brand. Oh, 0 to 100 real quick. $5 US dollar. I got 450K portfolio since 2018. Haven't cashed out. XRP 88 link. I'm 37. Make 100K a year. I'm in Charlie's Telegram. It's trash though. You just made my day. Just made my day. This is so funny, bro. I love you, bro. Yeah, book a consult, man. I'll take care of you. Go to my website, book a consult. Book the 40 minutes, and if we need to go even 2 hours on it, we'll sit down. I'll share charts. I'll show you exactly what's going on. You're skating on thin ice with XRP and ADA and Link. It's only a matter of time before, in my opinion, those get rugged out. But we do need to sit down and talk, brother. We do. That's extremely important. Okay. So please keep that in mind. And thank you guys for the super chats and donations. But look, like I said, going back to what I was just saying, I do have a lot of experience in the game, and more so, I have experience in what's been happening with coaching and patterns I've noticed. Now, I've got to say that I have coached literally 1,000+ guys. This whole masculine renaissance that we've been having since 2019, and even the uprising of Andrew Tate and everything, right? A lot of this stems from me. Okay. I was the first person actually with a dedicated coaching and education training seminar system, which is known as the Masculine Empowerment Network. That business model was then copied by multiple people, including Charlie and Miguel, because I mean, what originality do they have, really? And through that, I had a great student, Myron Gains. And with Myron being in there, Myron worked with me for a year and a half, all of 2019, and then majority of 2020, where he got the idea to launch Fresh and Fit. Okay. And yeah, Left Field says this, you know, Tate copied your stuff before Tate went viral, even the talking points. He has it. He was on my email list emailing me, but it's okay. It's all good. I'm happy to have everybody, you know, copy me. I mean, the amount of people that have copied me from, I'm talking style. Okay. I've watched guys wear sunglasses, grow a goatee and gold chain and try to make some brand off of my look, which is hilarious. I've had people, some fat white guy started Modern Valor dating, I think, and then he changed his brand to inner. They started talking about inner game. Okay. It was so funny. People have copied my graphic design. People have copied my coaching my coaching sessions. People have copied my commercials. A lot of what you see has come from me. Okay. And being the point there, going back to the 2020. So I was the one who gave Myron his first large 5-figure payout for helping me and really red pilling him on what he could actually do with his potential. And I tell you, he has done phenomenal. He's done a great job. You know, he's kind of gone off the deep end multiple times. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect. But if I didn't work with him, he didn't get on Rule Zero. If he didn't get on Rule Zero, he doesn't start working with Rich, who, you know, Rich soured that relationship like y'all did, but Rich came begging on his knees as like a good boy, Rich, beg for the people who surpassed you, right? And Rollo getting on the Fresh and Fit podcast, which Rollo's book of work, you know, Rollo's books are all very elementary level stuff, but the average guy is so bad at game that by Rollo, you know, putting these like series of like entry level game stuff, it really did help the people because that's what people need. Like that's how bad the average guy is with game. You know, they need this entry level stuff. And without me, that doesn't happen. There is no Fresh and Fit. Rollo's book doesn't get out. And then Andrew Tate doesn't have his moment that literally changed the world in a good way, So I take pride on that. So, but I've been looking for a trend to change. And after collecting 5 years of data, I do have some alarming data that I need to talk, and it is regarding men. Okay. So the problem here is, as you guys know, when I offer a training, coaching, et cetera, it's always a trifecta. It is it's a video course that you could sit down and watch on your own. It is 2, a bare minimum of 5 to 20 Zoom webinar trainings that quarter. Some of them come with 60, which is live training. You could come on Zoom, you could sit down, listen to the presentation, ask questions, and change your life. I'm very, very good at what I do. And third is the Telegram chat, which lasts as short as 3 months to as long as a year. Okay. Now, here's the alarming data. From the people that buy my video courses, I have a tracker behind the scenes. So I could see how much everybody has watched. And more than 50 to, I would actually say more than 65% of guys do not finish the course. I would say the amount of people that actually finish everything is probably somewhere between 10 to 5%. Okay. And the other 30-ish percent that's left there, they don't even open the course. They do not join the Telegram chat, and they do not come to the Zoom coaching and training. I am not in this for the money. I genuinely want to change people's lives. I genuinely care, and I genuinely want to help people. And everybody in this chat knows, if you actually cared about getting help from me and you came to me, you know I did not leave you. I did not forsake you. I did not betray you. I sat there and I helped you work through your stuff. To this day, I'm helping people. Let me tell you something. You guys are in desperate need of help. All of you. Every single last one of you. Okay? There's a reason why I'm running the show and teaching everybody. Okay? I have gone through the incredibly hard life. I have gone through the rejections. Okay? I have gone through getting ghosted. I have gone through heartbreaks. I've been cheated on. I have gone through everything that you could think potentially happen. You know, sleeping with a girl, find out she has a husband, sleeping with a girl, find out she has a boyfriend, right? Cheating with me, cheating on me, everything related to dating, relationship, sex, women, okay? It has happened to me. And that is what makes me a figure of authority. So when I see people not listening to me and not following my guidance, it does have a negative effect on me. I do not like it, okay? Because I want to help as many people as possible. So what does that mean? Well, the thing is, it seems to me, and this is where everybody's going to get offended, okay? But it seems to me the majority of you guys do not want to change. You may feel a desire. You may feel a desire to change, but your actions do not add up with it. Okay? The state of men in the Western world, and actually men in general, because I'm seeing it out here in Japan, I'm seeing it everywhere around the world. The state of men is atrocious, and I always love watching the live chat viewership go down when I start holding men accountable. It's always funny. By the way, smash the like. Let's get the likes up to 100, guys. Okay. You see, success isn't for everybody, and success with women is a privilege. Okay, and that's how it's always been. The majority of men do not reproduce. Okay. The majority of men do not find love. The majority of men are not disciplined. The majority of men are fat. Majority of men are addicted to things that are bad for them. Chemical food, prawn, OF, excessive amount of gambling, excessive amount of video games, escorts, prostitutes, okay? Now, statistically speaking, I do understand that it is impossible for everybody to succeed. I also know, statistically speaking, that the majority of people will lose. Okay? So, that has, you know, I've seen too much to a degree, okay? I've seen too much to a degree, and it has had a negative effect on me. It has made me a little bit jaded because I'm 39 now, and I started this optimistic, hopeful, happy, ready to change the world. And you know, the thing is, I saw so many people have tremendous life changes, which is a testament to those people turning their lives around and my coaching. And I'm so happy. A lot of these guys are in the chat. Okay. Lou, lifting lawyer. Okay. An amazing guy. Billy Patterson, despite having some serious medical problems, is consistently on his diet and in the gym, and the guy looks phenomenal. He is a tank. There have been so many people. Harry Zikos, who doesn't even watch anymore. Good for him. Shout out to you. Happy, lost like 50 pounds, is in a loving relationship with a beautiful girl. We all went to Miami a couple years ago, hung out. She made me omelet for breakfast. She's a real sweetheart. Did with a smile on her face. Just a very sweet, happy girl. And I've seen a lot of guys get in relationships, go from being kind of socially awkward and go from, completely sexless to breaking that and having competency with women, no longer being afraid, and more importantly, accepting themselves, accepting who they are, and embracing it and loving it. Okay. People like this young man right here. ISFF, everybody knows Parth. Good up on you, right? So that was my recent red pill, was the alarming data. And I'm still processing it, and I'm still dealing with it. You know what I mean? And it's on me, because I was the one who was disillusioned. I was the one who was wrong, thinking everybody could change. Okay. And it's okay. That's just the nature of the world. For me to get upset is foolish, immature, and irresponsible. So the shift now actually is with me. We don't have 50% follow through with the program, but thank you for attempting to make me feel better. Now I've realized that I am making a call to the elite. I'm making a call to the ones who are truly special, the ones who are really willing and ready to do the necessary work to become the person that they should become. Many people do not live up to their potential. And remember, you can only be defeated when you're defeated from within. That's the only person who can defeat you. Your spirit, your morale, how you feel, that is 100% within your control. And that's the only person that can defeat you. So I have to make the adjustment, but I'm not going to lie, that data kind of set into me in 2024. And that's kind of why I took the 6 months off. I was working on other things behind the scenes, but it did, I don't want to say made me depressed, but it did like genuinely break my heart, because I genuinely do have a heart for helping people. I am foolishly so a good man. I see a lot of injustice in the world. I see a lot of suffering. I see a lot of evil being promoted as good. And it can make you jaded. It can make you crazy if you let it. So I had to take some time off. And I have to rebuild and restructure. And the problem is me. I take full responsibility. The state of the world, the state of men, it does absolutely mess with me. It does break my heart. And it is what it is, right? I'm just the idealist, right? A lot of people, when I came on the scene, were very jealous about how much money I was making. Within 2 years of live streaming, I generated $1 million in revenue. And, I had sub 10K subscribers at the time. People like Rich were extremely jealous. Was always bad mouthing me behind my back. Rolo, extremely jealous. A lot of them, right? But they missed the point. You see, they missed the point. The reason I made so much money and the reason I did so well, it was not because of I had the best marketing, I had the best sales. I did have the best commercials. Those commercials are pretty fucking lit. I did have the best commercials. To this day, no one has made a better one. Not even the dates. And I've seen their commercials. Very cheesy. Very Eastern European production level, to say the most. No offense. But they missed the point. And the point was, I was trying my damnedest to help as many people as possible. There is not a single day that goes by, literally, since January 2019, okay? There is not a single day that goes by that, hey, Aya, nice to see you, sweetheart. There's not a single day that has gone by that I have not helped a single man. Every day I wake up to hundreds of messages on Telegram. Every day I'm managing multiple communities. I'm managing multiple problems and helping as many people as possible. And that's why I'm financially successful. To be successful in business, you have to have integrity, which means you're a good person. You cannot have integrity and be a bad person. Okay? In business integrity, which is mean I say I'm going to provide you this, you provide me with money, we exchange, and ideally we're both happy. And the more times this exchange happens and both parties are happy, the business grows. And when the business grows, people tell word of mouth. And when people tell word of mouth, now you're rich. Okay? So that was what was missing. And then that kind of leads me to my next point, which is the state of the manosphere. Okay. I would say content was good and quality probably from 2015 up until 2020. But then we lost the plot. And we lost the plot because of greed and people wanting clout. Okay. I will just give you some personal advice here. Anybody who wants clout for the sake of clout is somebody you should probably avoid. Right? Yeah, left field is spot on here. And that's what we're going to talk about. I know Andrew Tate meant well to a degree when he launched Hustlers University and all this stuff. But all he really did was flood the market with a bunch of fucking kids in their 20s trying to give life advice. A lot of these people have come through the Masculine Empowerment Network and stolen a lot of the material and stolen it from my team. And we have evidence of this and repackaged it as their own. And the grift has just gotten out of control. And now everything is diluted. The quality of messages has overall become lower because everybody involved is just after a dollar. They're after some money. They don't care. They don't understand that. Like, I'm not taking advice from anybody in their 20s too seriously. Right? Just not. Okay. If you want to talk to a dating coach, but this guy's in his 20s, you know, like, what are you going to teach me, kid? What life experience do you have? What makes somebody good is not their wins, but it's the losses that they have overcome to get to where they are. Right? That's why nobody respects trust fund kids. That's why nobody respects kids that come from rich families, because they just think you were born into this. You know, that's why I can't take advice from somebody about dating when they're 6 foot tall plus, they are good looking, they're rich, and they're jacked. It is just like, what can you tell me when you have all these advantages? And that's why, like, dating advice from the majority of these guys is terrible, you know, really bad. The message has truly, truly been diluted. And now, you know, I'm getting dragged down because I'm guilty by association, you know. And it is what it is, right? And the list of stupidity that's happening is just, it's endless, you know. Myron putting on the KKK hood and doing the Nazi salute, you know, when he knows he has a target on his back, that demonetized him. And, you know, I'm associated with these people. And therefore, I think that's why, because I noticed that, as well as Andrew Tate, you know, going off the deep end, just wanting more and more and more and more. Poor guy has been locked up in prison and then house arrest and then locked in the country of Romania to this day, spending millions of dollars in legal fees, having to be separated from his children, his brother, his assistants, everybody being pulled in with him. And that caused a blanket ban, shadow ban on all of us. I have seen the evidence. So we have that, you know, Myron with the whole the Jews thing. Like, I get it, but you and your YouTube channel are not going to change the world. Like, it's, you know, you sound, it's not a good look. Especially when you set out to help men. Okay. A lot of these guys have lost the plot. You know, you have Rich Cooper is selling fucking pheromone soap. Like, how can you look at yourself in the mirror and know that you're scamming somebody by saying, use this soap, rub it on your body, and women will be attracted to you? How in the world can you look at yourself in the mirror and feel a sense of pride, feel a sense of self-respect? You know, you have Walt, and this is all public stuff, and I'm not taking shots. We're all men. We're taking accountability here, right? You have Walt publicly getting finessed by girl after girl, causing trouble endlessly. Just like, what is going on? You know, Donovan lying about Devin's age and all the stuff going on with him. And again, these are all my friends, and we're all men. We could take accountability, you know. And then I had the whole Endure thing, which, you know, was blown out of proportion. You know, the lies, the smear campaign, the lawfare, all that stuff. And it's just like, people have lost the plot. My message has never changed. You know, my message has never ever changed. You're never going to see me like, we're going to do a rebrand to this. No, it's always been money, muscles, game, frame. And it's very, very, very simple. Okay. And I'm going to make it very clear for everybody, man and woman alike. Okay. The reason you do not have what you want is because you are not the person who can get it. Because if you were the person who can get it, you can have it. But you don't have the skill. You don't have the talent. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the ability. You have to change. You have to change. Okay? There is no negotiation. You cannot change what I have to say. You cannot manipulate my words. To have what you don't have, you have to change. Because if you can get it as you are now, you would have it, but you don't. You have to change. You have to become better. Okay? As you are now, you are not good enough in the sense you don't have the skills and talent to achieve what you want. And the only way to get what you want is to go through, unfortunately, uncomfortable feelings, pain, emotional pain, rejection, suffering. You have to go through bad emotions to get the change you need to get what you want. And unfortunately, people don't like change. And that's why we are where we are. And that's why if you can embrace change, if you can level up, if you can do the things necessary, the hard things necessary, okay? Then you can change. Okay? But this place, the Manosphere, the men's self-improvement place, it has become a total mess. It is truly the blind leading the blind. But the good thing, thank you, P-Dubs. Love you, bro. This is a great guy right here who changed his whole life. Went from cutting hair at a barbershop to doing solar panel installations and making a ton of money, taking care of his kids and everything. Real man. Real man. Is he 6 foot tall? Does he drive a fucking Lambo? Does he have six-pack abs? Absolutely not. But he's self-sustaining. He's taking care of himself. He's taking care of his family, and he's doing his hard work every single day. That is a real man. That is a man of character. Okay? So moving forward, the only thing that will vet everything out of this space slowly but surely is time. And unfortunately, we don't have time, but it is what it is. Okay? A lot of guys are getting exposed for being the pieces of garbage they are. truly happy to see it. I'm loving to see Destiny get dragged under the bus as he deserves it. And I hope you guys will learn the lesson that these people that are supporting these filthy and dirty ideologies in the name of being good, okay? Good people don't go around trying to prove their moral superiority, okay? They already know in their heart that they're good, right? The more someone is fighting for justice, for moral things or social issues or whatever, the more likely that person has a lot of dirt in their closet. For example, the Washington Post artist who was constantly berating Trump and saying Trump's a bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. Oh, look at that. He's a pedophile. Destiny online talking about, oh, you should respect women. You should do this. You should do that for women. Respect women, respect women, respect women. And now he's the one sending sex tapes of these girls around and leaking nudes and, you know, doing all sorts of stuff. And then coming out and saying, actually, I know 20 plus people who've done this as well. So not only is he doing it, he's complicit in multiple people doing it. I, for one, don't like to be right in this situation, but like I said, it's an unjust world, and I'm happy to be right. Okay. Satan the sinner pretending to be worth $10 million. Let me tell you something, guys. I am a guy who's made millions of dollars. How many times do you see me begging for super chat like that guy? And he got exposed for living in his girl's house, who is, well, that's all I got to say. You know, and the way he set me up with that interview and recorded the call and tried to make me look bad, all for the sake of money, which he doesn't have. Fake baller confirmed, right? Doing live streams with cockroaches crawling all over him in a building in Las Vegas where there are crackheads and crack pipes in the fucking elevator. And the majority of people believe that, you know? Shout out to the Millionaire Bachelor who exposed him. I've talked to the Millionaire Bachelor on a call recently. That guy is a genuine good guy. He is a genuine good guy. I can tell. I have a good sense of meeting people. And, you know, real recognizes real. Money recognizes money, right? That's why my friends invite me to the table who make 5, 10, 20, $100 million in their deals. And these clowns, they get exposed. Adam 22 is a great example of when he said, you know, this guy's a clown and he got off the show. He didn't want to be there with him, right? All this guy could say is, oh, you want the fade? Yeah, okay, wow. Great. How original. Another black guy threatening violence. Great. Great. Doing wonders for the black community. You know? The 21 convention also being snuffed out. Hilarious, right? But everybody wants clout. Everybody wants status. Everybody wants money. It's greed, greed, greed. It's okay, though, because, you know, everything comes to light, right? If you ever hear Myron quoting Buddha, it's because he, you know, he got the quote from me. But he says, 3 things always come out: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And, you know, you will see the results in your life, in your relationships, in the fruits of your labor, or in the fruits of your sloth. You will see. And again, I am not here trying to slander anybody. I am not here trying to tear anybody down. Everything I've said today is what I believe to know be factual truth. Okay? And if we're all going to pretend we're all big men, we all got to have accountability. Right? So that's just kind of where I've been, right? That's just kind of where I've been mentally. looking at it all. We had something great going on, but no real leaders. Nobody's seen the big picture. Everybody clouded by greed and pursuit of clout. Very interesting. You know, very, very, very interesting. But it is what it is, right? We all have to be men. We have to take accountability. You know, like I said, I guess the number one thing I'm guilty of is being just a foolishly optimistic and idealistic, good-hearted guy. You know, so many of these people I help turn their lives around, change their lives forever. And when you need help in return, they just leave you behind. They don't want to associate with you. They don't want to help you. You help some people in their darkest times of their need, and no one reciprocates. So it's a life lesson for me, you know, and I'm not, again, I'm not bashing anybody, you know, but this is my red pill. Okay. So now I'll briefly touch on this. Okay. And that's all it really deserves. I want a lot of you guys to realize something. Okay. Now, I have went to a few places recently. I went to Thailand in Q3. I went to the Philippines in December. I went to Hawaii in December as well. And now I've been in Japan. And I can say that without a shadow of doubt, you have to understand, and this is not, I'm just being objective, okay? You have to understand that a large percentage of American women are fundamentally broken individuals. We have entered a point where it is broken women raising broken women and broken men. If you don't believe me, look at the stats, okay? They are like, when I meet American women, I just think, like, I call them man light. I'm like, you are just man light. Like, you have no feminine grace. You act very manly. You hate a bunch of men, but the reality is you just hate your dad. And there is no coming back from this. Now, does that mean you should give up? Absolutely not. Okay. But just know that you are dealing with a large population of jaded and broken women. Okay. These women are in a total state of mess. Men are equally in a state of mess, but I would say that women are way, way, way more messed up in America than the men are. From consumer debt to being on antidepressants to taking pride in saying, oh, you should go to therapy. Like, what? Therapy is for people who are mentally in a bad spot, but they're projecting their hatred for men and their problems on everybody else. If you do have the opportunity to get out of America and live out of America and sustain yourself happily out of America, I absolutely 10,000% support it. Okay. They have no sense of feminine grace. They have no tact, no couth. They do not know how to play the mating game. They do not know how to play their role as a woman in society, for their children, and in the dating dance. And that's why in 5 years, 50% of all American women will be single, and most likely single for the rest of their life. The probability of a woman having a child after 30 is 50%. But they're marching in droves to abort their babies. It's honestly funny. When you look at the average American woman, they are a liability you bring into your life. And theoretically speaking, if you're a guy who has your shit together, every woman you bring into your life is going to cost you time, money, emotion, and attention and stress. Okay? Women need men. Men do not need women. We're using the word need. Okay? This is confirmed in thousands upon thousands of psychological research. Okay? They need a man to report to and submit to. This is why men can compartmentalize their love to multiple women, and women cannot compartmentalize their love to multiple men. They just can't. They have a clear ranking system, and there's a number one, and there's none. And the state of women in America is 100% the fault of every single man, including you. When you tolerate disrespect from a woman and you don't check her, you think, I'm just going to be the bigger man and walk away. No, you are letting the poison spread. When you tolerate disrespect from anybody, all you're saying to your subconscious mind is, it's okay for people to treat me like this. If you can hear the sound of my voice and you have a Y chromosome, it is also your fault. When you don't stand up for yourself because you're afraid, when you don't stand up for yourself because you're worried about the outcome of something, you live in fear. I'm coaching a young man right now, and he is living in a constant state of fear. And he's living in a constant state of fear because internally and externally, he is physically weak. We were at a restaurant the other day, sitting down, eating with this gentleman. And I was talking about things, and he says, oh, no, keep your voice down. I think I might know that person behind us. And I said, okay, let's break that down. I'm talking about my YouTube channel. What do you think is going to happen if that guy hears me talking to you about my YouTube channel? Does that guy employ you? No. When was the last time you talked to that guy? 2 years ago. What can he do? Well, he could write something on Reddit. I said, okay, let's just break that down. So you think a Japanese guy that you met 2 years ago is going to overhear our conversation, not worry about his bills, not worry about his job, not worry about his day-to-day stress, but make a Reddit account, write something about us as hearsay, and then that thing is going to go viral and then get back to you. I was like, is that what you're saying? And he says, now that you've pointed it out like that, yeah, it sounds really stupid. And I said, why are you so afraid? What are you afraid of? Fear is the number one thing enslaving men right now. Unfortunately, and I'm ready for the viewership to drop right now, the large percentage of men right now are cowards. And you are cowards because you are weak. And you are weak because you are lazy. Look at your waistline. Look at your bank account. Look at the state of your room right now. Is it clean, or are you living in fucking filth? Are your teeth yellow? Do you have gingivitis? Do you have bad skin? Look at your clothing. When was the last time you took a fucking shower? The answer to all your problems is to become strong. The answer to your suffering is to stop being lazy. Okay? There's a chance that if you're overweight and or obese, your finances are not in order, you can't keep a girl around, you have to keep moving back home with mommy, tucking your tail in between your legs. Mommy and daddy always have to bail you out. You know? You're losing jobs left and right. You're losing friendships left and right. Your body's in bad shape. You don't sleep enough. Your teeth are fucked up. All things that are within your control. Okay? If you are American and you speak English and you're able-bodied, or even Canadian or German or any first world country, and your life is not the way you want it to be, it is 100,000% your fault, guys. 100,000% your fault. And you have to accept the reality that if you don't take action, this is your life. If you don't make incremental changes every single day, what you have now is what you're going to have forever or less. If you're fat now, you will stay the same weight or get fatter moving into the future if you do not change. If you are broke now and you have no money, in the future, you will be even more broke and have less money. If you have no girlfriend now, you're afraid to talk to girls. Think about that, guys. What are you afraid of? What are you actually afraid of? Is she going to pull out a knife and stab you? Is she going to expose you and get you fired from your job at Domino's? Fear is cowardice. Fear is not real. The good thing is for the majority of you guys that are afraid is that when you feel fear, now you have the chance to be brave. Now you have the chance to be courageous, which is a masculine virtue. Okay? This is why men are always the ones who change society, not women. Women are not brave. Women are not courageous. Women always follow the crowd because they're women. It is what it is. But there is no change in this world if men do not stand up and fight. You have to fight. You have to change. You have to wake up, or you have to accept the reality that your life is what it is right now, and it's only going to get worse. And I know it's an uncomfortable message, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. It is what it is. Life is not a happy ending for everybody. By default, you are set to lose. By default, you are set to be poisoned by the food, by the water, by everything out there. By default. That's why when you guys turn your nose up at coaching, you turn your nose up at getting yourself help, you think, oh, what is it? I don't need this. I got it all figured out. Do you really? Do you? Would you like to sit down and let's audit your life together? How are you doing in money? How are you doing in muscles? How are you doing in game? How are you doing in frame? What's the relationship like with you and your mother, your father? Do your kids love you or do they hate you? Think about it. Really think about it. Okay? But again, I would say the theme of 2025 for me is Your boos mean nothing for me. Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what made you cheer. When I see some American girl mouthing off to me or talking shit on a dating app or being rude in real life, you know, whatever, you uncivilized pig. Okay. The reason women act like they're the shit is because men are consistently gassing them up. Men are lying to them because they want to bang them. That's it. Women have no idea the depths of lies and manipulation and deception that the average guy would go through just to have sex with them. They have no idea. They're under the largest fucking, you know, genjutsu ever, bro. Like in real, when they do the genjutsu, you know, like, oh shit, I'm seeing an illusion, right? A lot of their lives are illusions. So stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid. Be a warrior. Be a courageous, brave man. This is why I tell you guys to go to learn how to fight. Okay? There's nothing scarier than going in to a kickboxing gym, sparring up with a partner and giving it your go, especially when you have no skill. Even when you have skill. You know, I've been sparring with this black dude from fucking France recently, Serge, nice guy, and he's tall. He's like 6'2", and he just always hits me with the right straight because I just, you know, when you're the shorter guy, you got to bring it, and you got to crowd them, you got to get in, you got to get out, but they have that reach advantage, and you know you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit, and he hits hard. He's a big boy. You know, he's not like Jack, but he's, you know, he's got power and he's got reach and he knows how to throw a good right hand. But despite me, my lip is busted open. I don't know if you see that. He busted my fucking lip. It's healed up now, I think. Right there. See that little cut? Waking up, fucking mouth full of blood sometimes. Tape my mouth shut. Blood go in my mouth. Wake up. Oh God, that's disgusting. You know, it is what it is. You got to learn to be strong. You got to learn to be brave, guys. You know? So moving forward, what are we going to do? Shout out to everybody here. Still listening, still paying attention. I'm going to grab a water, but take a quick look right here. Something new I got.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. We're going to get right back to that, but I want to tell you quickly about my coaching program, the Money Muscles Game Monthly. If you're having trouble getting women in your life, keeping them around, and getting dates, if you're having trouble with your finances, this is the program for you. It's a very simple program dedicated to solving those problems with you right now. Each of these coaching sessions are a group coaching session with live interaction with me on the second and fourth Sunday. Every month, we meet at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom to discuss exactly what is going on with you, what problems you have, what roadblocks are in the way. And then from there, we come up with a special plan for you to get the results that you want. I know what you can say. There's all this free information on the internet. There's all these free content creators putting all this stuff out. If that were the case, the world would be healed by now, but it's not, okay? It's the blind leading the blind. You don't even know what's good information or not. You need a mentor. You need a group. You need a tribe, and you need to be held accountable. That's what you have in the Money Muscles Game Month. In addition to that, we have a free 24-hour support Telegram chat where you can link up with other like-minded men just like you who are dedicated to solving their dating and money problems right now. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, go to modernlifedating.com/monthly, sign up, and then you're gonna get an email sent to you with a Telegram link so you can join the Telegram chat and get on your plan to fix your problems immediately. Do not let another day go by where you silently suffer, lying to yourself, saying you're gonna figure it out, because you won't. You need help, you need a mentor, you need group support. That's what I am, that's what my community is. I dragged myself from the depths of poverty to the tops of financial success. I've dated hundreds of women around the world. I can easily teach you how to do this. It is a cakewalk. But it all starts with you going to modernlifedating.com/monthly and signing up today. Thanks so much, and let's get back to today's video.
So let's talk about moving forward. And yeah, go ahead, check that out. Billy got the link in the chat. You know, right here. Go ahead, modernlifedating.com/monthly. Sign up. I'll get you in immediately, because moving forward, this is what I've realized. Okay. A lot of people aren't talking about there's a big threat coming our way. And that is the threat of AI. There's going to be a lot of civil unrest, I think, in 5 years. And the only thing that can really keep us together is having a tribe. Like, a lot of you guys think that, you know, oh, it's like so alpha to be alone by myself all the time. And it's not. Like, it actually is terrible for you to be alone all the time. A lot of you guys think that having a digital interaction with me is enough. And you really need way more than that. You need a lot of different you need a lot of different human interaction and real life connections. You really do. And you're not going to get that just sitting at home being a dopamine slave, right? You need a community. Isolation is death. That's why they put people alone in prison. That's why they isolate people in prison and make them, you know, just stay there. You know? Solitary confinement. It's a punishment. Okay. So moving forward, the plan here is very simple. The channel is just going to be strictly value driven. There is only going to be value added. Nothing more, nothing less. We will continue to focus on cryptocurrency as well, because the bull run will come to an end this year. And the more I talk to people about crypto and the more I listen to people, everybody's so lost. Like, I think guys are more lost with crypto than they are with women, actually. And that's like saying a lot. Because like even some of like the great geniuses of understanding women have no idea how crypto works. And they have no idea of like the potential money that they're leaving on the table. They really have no idea. And like I said, by default, getting into cryptocurrency, by default, you're going to lose your money. You're going to lose it all. Okay. So that's where we are here. And I really am going to start talking more about money, because you guys don't realize there's a big negative economic wave coming our way in like 27. And it's going to ruin a lot of people if you're not ready. You know, and a lot of you guys are already cooked. If you don't have a solid skill set right now, if you can't keep a job, if you can't keep clients around, like, you're fucked. You are 1,000% fucked. And there will be no mercy, man. You're probably going to have to go on some like government welfare or basic income allowance or whatever that friggin' universal UBI, universal basic income. It's coming. It's coming for a lot of people, because a lot of people aren't prepared. There's a lot coming, and soon people will be punished for not being prepared. That includes you. You're not exempt. You're not exempt. You think you're safe with your job? You may not be. In 2030, there's going to be a lot of civil unrest as well. So if you don't know how to fight, you don't know how to be taking care of yourself, your family, you're just going to be handing your resources over to someone who can. Okay? So that's where we are. just wanted to be real with everybody, keeping it 1,000. But you guys need to understand that you need a financial plan, and you need it badly. You need so much help, and that only comes through coaching. You're not going to figure it out on your own, because if you have, you would by now. I'm going to keep pushing my community because I want you to join it. Yeah, the Future Tokyo Love Show is honestly the promoter I had kind of went off the deep end, and a lot of people can't hang, bro. A lot of people can't do the big boys work. So we'll see. It's hard to get that show going. It's hard. There's a lot of problems, and also moving forward, it's just this is no longer going to be my primary focus, not for much longer. Because going back to what I was saying initially, the fruits of my labor are in vain. I am helping people for sure. There are people out there who want help, and those who want help, you'll reach out and get help from me. But with me being shadow banned and men not actually taking action and turning their lives around, and being associated with people who are going crazy online, right? It's just no longer a positive ROI. I could be doing so much more. I'm a very smart and capable man. My success did not come by accident, and the repeating of my success, helping with the foundations of Fresh and Fit, making it one of the best podcasts for men's self-improvement in the world. There's no coincidence that when me and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, the branding, everything was doing good, because you know what? I was behind the scene telling him what to do, how to keep his shit together. Now, it's consistently using drugs, scamming his friends, scamming people, promising you guys that Hex is going to turn around, and people are idiots to believe it. Talking about ridiculous shit like $14,000 Ethereum. That's why his brand, and he is spiraling. So I know I have the ability, because I've done it endlessly. Fresh and Fit, Cultivate Crypto, King Dre, Troy Francis, Donovan Sharp, Sterling Cooper, Rollo Tomasi, Rich Cooper. None of these guys didn't know how to do shit with online marketing, branding, anything, until I taught them how to take it to the highest, better level. Period. And that's not a diss at them. They're better than me. Something like, I'll never look like Myron physically, right? I'm fucking on TRT, and I take fucking steroids from time to time. Cycle here, cycle there. I'll never look like him, right? It is what it is. So, but I do know what I'm capable of. And again, that's not a diss at them. It's a diss at Rich Cooper. He's a faggot. But, I'm going to keep doing what I do, boys. And Left Field says, why is everyone going in the deep end like Extreme? Because money and success, it doesn't change you. It shows who you are. Okay? It exposes you. It amplifies you. I take pride in the fact that I have made tons of money, had tons of success, and I became a better person, right? You're never going to see some scandal video about me doing whatever these sick perverts are doing. You're never going to see that shit. Never. Never, never, never. I know who I am. And, you know, there comes a time. I've been doing this almost 10 years now. And this is the start of my 10th year. I'm proud of my success. I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of who I am as a man. And I'm also proud to walk away when it no longer serves me. Just like you need to walk away from sometimes women that don't serve you, bosses that don't serve you, relationships that serve you. It just doesn't make any sense for me to continue and put all of my effort into this brand when I'm fighting against unfair factors like shadow banning, you know, unfair practices against me, you know, because for example, if I were to get into, like, just say something arbitrary, let's just say like real estate. I buy a house, somebody gets in the house, they pay me rent. There's no shadow banning involved. There's no, I need to make something that like clicks the algorithm. The first of the month comes, they give me rent. I put the rent in my bank account. I allocate it properly for taxes, investing, and personal spending. End of the story. I don't have to sit on here and say like, oh, prawn, corn, 304, OF, like a grown man having to like dance around and say these things. It's just a waste of time. It's inefficient. It's ineffective. You know, I'm looking into other areas. I am looking into AI and the future. And I will continue to do modern life dating. Don't get me wrong. I will continue. And the ones who want to change, they'll find me. We will change a couple things here and there. But, you know, we all have to change and develop in our lives, and that includes me. And I just no longer feel that I want to put all this time and effort in people who are not going to put time and effort into themselves. No offense to anybody. It is where it is, right? But that's where we are. So that's where we are. We will be making a crypto group, and it is going to be an active group, not something we just forsake. It's going to be a one-time payment as well. Very, very cheap. And you can enroll anytime. And we're going to probably launching that pretty soon. Keep it on the channel. We'll be doing the Crypto Minute as well. New show. And I'll be leading the charge on that. And we will continue to win. You guys who want to keep doing the work and do great things with me, you will win with me. And those who do not, you want to sit on the bleachers and hope everything's going to get better, you know, you have to accept the fact that the quality of your life is only going to get worse as you get older because you're not taking the action necessary to make the change that you need. And a lot of people, they do not want to hear that. But it is up to me to tell you the truth, because the truth is my ally, and it's the only ally I need because it is the most powerful ally. The truth is forever. Okay? The truth is absolute. And that's what we're doing. So thank you guys all for being here. Leave a comment so I can review it on tomorrow's episode. And until then, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.